Hello buddies and welcome to the AIScripters channel. I'm Esty. I'm gonna cast the final of the Davis Cup 4 between Maiar and Barbarian. So first we're gonna watch the bracket. One week ago the small final was played. Tribal Warrior won by a score of 4-0 against Promi and reached that way the third rank of the competition. So it's time now to see which will win the Davis Cup 4. Barbarian won the 3 previous seasons and had a crazy streak of 74 victories and 0 losses. And Maiar did break that, well, it was a real challenge. Maiar was able to beat Barbarian during the stage 3 of this competition, and so it's with a real pleasure we find once again Maiar playing against Barbarian for the final. Well, another AI was able to defeat Barbarian. It was Tribal Warrior during the semi-final. But Maiar managed to reach the final instead of Tribal, so let's see what Maiar can do in a best of 7 against Barbarian. It won 3-1 during the stage 3. If I'm right, it won the 1v1, the 2v2 and the 3v3, and it lost the 4 vs 4. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't remember. Do you remember, guys? Well, I'm sure that Amelon does remember. At least Amelon is the scripter of Maiar. Nice to see that I've got 7 viewers. I hope that people will keep coming. And I'm starting by casting it all alone, but I guess that Aleph should join me pretty soon. He is actually not here in the Discord. I am connected anyway in the voice channel, so in case Aleph comes, tell him to join me and he will join the co-casting at least. So Armelon, do you remember which was the game Maiar lost against the Barbarian in the stage 3? Was it the 3v3 or the 4v4? I keep thinking it was a 4v4 anyway. Okay, thank you Armelon. So what else? Okay, it's the final, so at least I put the trailer to start the games, before starting the games. And I see you in 2 minutes.
Yeah, now it's actually attacking.
Yeah, with so many paladins. Yeah.
That's definitely the thing.
Oh, that's an army. That's an army to behold here.
Forward should be so strong in theory, but it has so many critical problems.
Yeah. Man, Davis Cup 4, I'm telling you. Davis Cup 4. Bromy is definitely going to be coming back stronger.
I mean, Davis Cup 3 is crazy enough that Promi and Horde, one of these guys won't make it to the playoffs.
Indeed. And the one who does will definitely play against Barbarian. So,
yeah.
Let's see.
So, neither
Okay, so if you're ready, I am personally, so we can start it. So it's a best of 7. The first game are 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4. So we've got the guarantee to have 4 games, and in case it's needed, we'll have 4v4, no, 2v2, 4v4, and potentially a 1v1 in case we've got a crazy score of 3-3. So let's start it. I'll just put a few music first. And here we go. This is a Frankish war. I'll maybe decrease a bit the sound. It might be fine this way. Okay, so we already know what Maiar is gonna do as a strategy in Feudal Age, consisting in going for a full skirmishers. But its opponent can sometimes offer some surprising strategies. But I think that in 1v1 Barbarian tends anyway to go for skirmishers and archers. But well, it can start by a rush maybe, or a rush militians plus archers. It's another strategy which happens sometimes. And in team games it sometimes go for scout rush, if I'm right. But we shouldn't see a scout rush here. We can see that Maiar doesn't use the precise points to get the deers to the TC. It's something that Amelon should learn to do. Well, Barbarian shows forest which is in the front. It's never good against Maiar. The forest at the back would have been better, but let's see where Barbarian is gonna build its second lumber camp. Well, it's already mining some gold, it's training militians, it's researching Feudal Age, so we should have men at arms pretty soon. It probably already found its opponent. Yep, it's starting to attack. Let's see if it will hurt Maiar. Maiar had decent Feudal Age time. Okay, the mission is targeting the mill. But the problem is the mill is really close to the town center, so Barbarian is not hurting that much. But it can maybe kill one villager, let's see. Nah. The villager is safe. Oh, it managed eventually to kill one villager with the scout. Good job. Maiar is prevented to use its second lumber camp, forcing too many villagers at the same one. And Maiar actually stays defensive while it's attacked by the men-at-arms. It offers delay for Barbarian to start massing a defense. Let's say that the start is definitely not bad for Barbarian. Did it lose its coat? No, it doesn't. Okay, Barbarian eventually stopped using its men-at-arms. So I guess that Maiar should start attacking. The military population is almost the same, 21, 22. Same for the civilian population, so the game is really close. Regardless the score, which is way at the advantage of Barbarian. Let's check the economy. Well, Barbarian, well, it's really close. Really close. I don't get why the difference in score is so different. Okay, it was interesting to see that arches were microed in a different way than the main army of Barbarian, but the archers dead. Barbarian is doing pretty well. It has the hill advantage, and it's clearly winning the battle, and it's researching Castle Age. So overall in this first game Barbarian is really aggressive. But it lost a lot of units, but it's researching castle. So now it will have to defend the time it gets the stables, well, the knights, actually from 2 stables. And Maiar is delaying its castle age by researching Wheelbarrow. Okay, Maiar is retreating, not fully. It was just retreating from the tower. It didn't see the knights. It would be good for Barbarian to attack right now. Oh, 1 mangonel. Interesting. It means that Barbarian, well, delayed its extra TCs to build 1 siege workshop. I'm gonna connect to the AIScripters Twitch channel. Okay, so Barbarian stays really defensive. So Maiar still got an opportunity in this game. If it was actually attacked, I think that it would be GG. So it's interesting to notice that Maiar went for elite skirmishers. It's maybe because it didn't see the army composition of Barbarian, which went for knights. I don't know, Amalan, if those upgrades depend on the enemy army composition or not. If it did find the knights, would it research elite skirmisher? Well, the civilian population is actually hugely at the advantage of Barbarian, despite the fact that Maiar is going 3 TCs. It looks like Barbarian is going full knights. Well, I see one spearman, but yeah, it's oh, okay, one scorpion. Okay, I'm alone, so it's a shame Maiar didn't see the knights. It looks like Barbarian kept them hidden to be not seen by the enemy. Well, 124 civilian population for Barbarian against 35. It looks like Barbarian is winning the first game. And in fact, I agree with you, Cheese on Toast. Barbarian could have won it way before, when it had few knights, while Maiar was still in feudal age. Okay, so Maiar in 1 versus 1 deletes this market. Interesting. It makes no sense in my opinion, but so Aleph, is he back? Nope. I hope he will be around for the 3v3. So let me change the score first, and we will start the 2v2. You probably noticed that I'm sick today, so I'm really slow. My brain is not working fine. Okay, so 1-0 for Barbarian. Yes, Vinny. So that's why I'm still confident in the fact that he should come for the next games. Wait, I don't wanna wait for him. So the 2 versus 2. I forgot to mention something. I'll show you. Okay, it's related to the statistics. You know that I love statistics. So here you can see the number of victories and the number of flows. Before the final, Barbarian had 94 victories and 5 lows. The whole 5 lows were obtained during this season, the season 4, because it was undefeated during the previous seasons. So actually Barbarian has 5 lows and Maiar has 3 lows and 36 victories. But if we look at the season 4, we can see that Barbarian won 30 games and lost 5, and Maiar won 36 games, and Maiar is the AI which has won the most games in the season 4 and lost the less games. So the statistics of Maiar are actually crazy in this Davis Cup. So this said, we will keep playing the second game, the 2 versus 2. Let's go. Celt plus Persian. And that's right, Amelon. It would be a shame if Maiar loses this 2 versus 2, because Maiar is supposed to be to have more opportunities in 1v1 and 2v2 against Barbarian than in 3v3 and 4v4, because Barbarian as pockets can sometimes be really strong, and at least the coordination between flank and pocket are probably better than Maiar's one. So here, once again, I wouldn't be surprised if as Persian or Celt, Barbarian will go for men at arms once again. It can do it with the both civilizations, I would say. It did work pretty well in the 1 versus 1. I'm pretty sure that if Barbarian goes for archers plus skirmishers, Maiar should have a real advantage. So it's up to Barbarian to go for militians once again. I'm just checking if all is working for you. Well, it looks to work, okay. Because I had a message from my cell phone which said problem with connection, but the problem is probably from my cell phone. So I heard that we should have a Forest North in games, which would be hosted by I don't know how to pronounce his name, Boref, something like that. And we're still waiting for a few more Forest Northing AIs, so maybe viewers, you can do something, especially Armelon, because Chizontos already made one AI able to play FN. And at least we need AIs able to defeat Promi, which is actually too strong in Forest Northing. So let's go. Oh, interesting. The Persian goes for scouts. And purple goes for archers plus skirmishers. So it might be interesting to see if Maiar already saw the scouts. It looks to be the case because we already see one spearman from the red player. Wait, it will need more than one spearman only. Oh, the scout is just crossing the spearman, but they didn't fight with each other. Oh, the spearman is chasing one villager instead of attacking the scout, while the skirmishers are dying. It's turning already bad for the red player. But the blue one is, as expected against an archer plus skirmisher strategy, doing pretty well against the purple player. Forcing Tilt to help So it's turning eventually good for Maiar, we would say, because the units of the teal player are defending purple and red can attack. Well, the elf from teal did work. Blue lost a lot of units. It's kind of critical because the skirmishers can kill quite easily the spearman. Teal is keeping training scouts added to its skirmishers. This army composition looks to be really strong against Maiar. Okay, purple is researching castle. Red is keeping attacking, but inefficiently. Oh, purple goes for elite skirmishers right now. Maiar definitely needs to start researching castle, or it will be pretty hard against the elite skirmishers. It doesn't happen that often to see Maiar having hard time against an enemy having elite skirmishers. Okay, 37 military units for blue, but purple is retreating to its town. Both of the Barbarian are actually in Castle Age. Well, purple has a really good defense with its elite skirmishers protected by 2 TCs. And Maiar are keeping losing their battles actually, despite the fact that their economy wasn't attacked, but they kept losing their units again and again, and eventually Barbarian is starting to attack. Fortunately, blue just reached Castle Age. Well, blue is feeding purple in kill ratio with the sending of few pikemen. Okay, red is eventually having elite skirmishers. It might help. It has got one stable. Blue is playing with one stable too. Well, regarding the army composition of purple, blue should go for knights only, I would say. Okay, blue is in very bad shape. Purple is researching Imperial as Celt. I would say that the army composition is actually close to be perfect, with monks plus scorpions. Well, red is actually not doing too bad, but it's partly because it wasn't attacked. Teal helped purple in attacking blue. But actually Barbarian is in Imperial Age, the both AIs. I mean the both Barbarians. And blue is definitely dead. Nine villagers. It's trying to reboom with 2 TCs. Well, it definitely resigned because at least red is dying too. Well, Barbarian managed to win the 2 first games. Silence, man, silence. Okay, well. I hope that Amalon is still alive. I'm scared he has got a heart attack. But as Aleph would say, Barbarian is Barbarian. He's always here for the finals. Just remember that Barbarian lost 1 game against Didrik in the quarter of the final of the Master of Fire Season 2, and eventually Barbarian won the competition, so it can sometimes lose games in previous rounds, but in the final it's always at its top. Yes, I noticed it, Vinny. Okay, so let's go for the 3 versus 3. It's really time for Maiar to wake up. Okay, so what's your prediction for the final score? I remember having said that when I was starting to bet the games in the stage 3, I said I bet that Maiar would win 3-1 against Barbarian in the 3rd stage. It's what happened. But I thought that Barbarian would win the final. It looks like it's happening actually. I would say, let's say, 4-2 for Barbarian. Armelon, come on. I don't see 4-0. Well, 4-2 would mean that Barbarian Maiar already needs to win one of the 2 next games, the 3v3 or the 4 versus 4. Come on, I'm not bragging anything, man. I'm honest. I just won the betting challenge honestly, man. Okay, so let's go. And we've got Mayan, Celt, Goss. And let's see what is the pocket. Maiar side, the pocket is Goss. I think that's it's regarding the three civilization. I think it's the best civilization for Maiar as pocket, because at least Goss has a bloodline. And in the opposite side, okay, it's fair enough. Barbarian is Goss too. And in the north of the map we've got Mayan versus Mayan, and in the bottom we've got Celt versus Celt. So it's a perfect mirror. And anyway, as an opponent of Barbarian, I would say that Barbarian as Mayan is really strong as pocket, because it can train eagles and have a really decent boom at the same time. So I think that it's better to see Barbarian having something else than Mayan as pocket. So, can we expect some Drush, some Scout Rush, maybe a Scout Rush from the Mayan, the Grey. I see a Scout Rush from the Mayan. Oh no, it is a Drush, okay? It is a pure Drush, because it's not already researching Feudal Age. Maiar is actually already researching Feudal Age. Oh, it doesn't have any villager on the berries. Okay, Maiar is... Oh, Maiar will lose a villager. And... Okay. Already 2 villagers left. The rush is working pretty well. 3 villagers. And let's see what's going on. Oh, it's a censorship for... It's not exactly the censorship for Teal, because it went for a Militian rush after having fast Feudal Age. Okay, so 2 villagers are dead red side, and blue side we've got 3 villagers dead. Oh, and the scout from Teal, which killed another villager. Okay, it's time for the oh, 1 more villager, or maybe 2. I think Teal just killed 2 more villagers on the wood. Okay, it's time for Maiar to have its revenge in this game. Barbarian already built 1 defensive tower. And I definitely think that one of the difference between the Barbarian 2.17 and 2.18 is the fact that Barbarian built 1 defensive tower in almost every single game, while it wasn't the case in the previous version. At least there are a lot of more modifications offered by ZMAX, but this is one of them. Okay, so the packet will have a lot to do now, Maiar's side, because the two fronts suffered a lot in the early Feudal Age. So yeah, green detected the grey player being the closest enemy. But Barbarian is here too. Okay, green and purple has actually a really good kill ratio. I would say that, yeah, Barbarian is doing actually really good. But anyway, as long as purple doesn't hurt the blue's economy, I think it's fine. If it just kills few skirmishes and spearmen, it's not too bad. Okay, so let's see what's happening red side. The game is really close between red and teal, but teal is still in Feudal Age, while red is actually researching castle. So let's say that red has here an opportunity to get an advantage pretty soon. It's exactly what Maiar needs actually, because the other side is close, or maybe not, because grey is actually suffering from the many attacks sent by green and blue. I like your comment, T92. It can be in fact a good theory. It's curious to see where teal put its two lumber camps, really far from its town and really exposed at least. Green eventually switched the target, maybe because grey was largely dominated already. Okay, so actually the both sides are clearly dominated by Maiar, but Barbarian as pocket is actually researching Imperial, and as Goth it can be really dangerous. Okay, green is trying to trouble actually the purple's economy, which has 26 units which were focused on the help of teal. But teal looks definitely dead already, 18 population. It's building a castle, but way too late. Okay, so one of the 3 town centers is going to be destroyed. It's the case. Fortunately, Grey has 2 more town centers, so it can survive the time Purple is going to clean the area. Okay, Grey needs to escape now. It already did with one extra TC really far from the harassment. Red is researching Imp. Green is already in Imperial Age with champions. Okay. Champions against Huskarls plus Cavaliers. Red, is it still focusing Teal? Or maybe it's gonna switch the target for Purple. But anyway, Purple is already attacked by Green. Okay, Green goes for hand cannoners added to its champions, probably to counter easily the Huskarl. I was begging, sorry. Okay, Red is keeping attacking Teal. Oh, and the market route of Purple is found by the enemy. Okay, definitely it's an impressive gameplay from Maiar, which after having been in a very bad shape in the early feudal age and lost so many villagers against the Drush and the Men-at-Arm Rush, it managed to be really aggressive in Castle Age, and in late Castle Age it took clearly an advantage at the both sides of the map. Purple could have been a problem because it was booming pretty well, but Green switched the target to attack Purple instead of the 2 flanks which were already dominated. So it was really well played by Maiar, definitely. Okay, so the score is actually 2-1.
Hey, what's up, Esty?
Hello Aleph, you're coming just at time.
Well, I'm coming about 3 games too late, as far as I see it. But you started too early, man. You said 9 GMT.
Yes,
Alright.
yes, I know, but I need that we would have many games anyway, because look at this, Maiar just won 1 game, so the score is 2-1 for Barbarian, and I was gonna start the 4 versus 4.
1 sec. Let me just open the spectate thing. Just to catch up, it's a best of 7, right?
Yes, exactly.
And 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, 2v2, 4v4, 1v1. So Barbarian won the 1v1 and 2v2?
Exactly, yeah. It's weird, because we could have expect the contrary. But Barbarian did use a strong strategist, I would say. It didn't go for skirmishers, archers. It went for rush, for scout rush, and it managed to do it very well. I'll give you my AP,
Yeah.
and I just need like just say 2 or 3 minutes break.
Yeah. All right. So in the group stage match between Maiar and Barbarian, we had 4 games played, and Maiar won 3 of them, and Barbarian only won 1.
Exactly.
I don't remember which. Do you remember which one of those? Which game Barbarian won?
It was a 4 vs 4.
In the group stage. Okay. 4v4.
So I already bet victory of Barbarian 4-2. Have you got a bet?
Bet for this one?
Yep.
I'm gonna say Maiar 4-3.
Maiar 4-3. Wow. Okay, you're really confident.
It's going the distance.
Well, I remember that you're not very good in betting, so anyway.
Yeah. I'm just here for entertainment, all right? What's up, Armelan? Yeah, I'm just here to shit talk on Maiar. What's up? Got the IP.
Okay, so this is my IP. I'll just need 2-3 minutes.
Yep. Take your time.
I can put the bracket if you want to comment.
Sure, do it.
Okay. Okay, I'm back pretty soon, but Aleph is with us, so have fun.
So we had. This is the grand final, obviously, and the last match of this tournament. It's been I haven't really counted how many games or matches this tournament has. It's probably one of the biggest we've ever had, and maybe only Davis Cup 2 was bigger. Not exactly sure, but this one had, I think, 48 participants in 3 group stages first, and now we're in the final stage where only 4 AIs made it. From the last 2 groups of the stage 3, from Group A we had Maiar and Barbarian. Both of these, they've already faced each other in the group stage. And then from the other group we had Tribal and Promi, who lost their semi-final matches. Maiar beat Promi 4-0, and Barbarian actually lost 2 games versus Tribal in its semi-final. That's finally something. That's something that Tribal always has never been able to do. It never was able to win any games of Barbarian. So good to see that at least Tribal improved in that regard and can take some games of Barbarian now. And Tribal actually destroyed Promi in the 3rd place decider. I haven't watched that game. I haven't watched those games. Really have to watch that, because Tribal versus Promi, last time I watched them was in the 3rd place decider of Masters of AI 2, and there Promi decisively won against Tribal. But those were more team game focused, and Tribal was just... Well, Tribal still had its classic Tribal problems. I hope these results for Tribal mean that that Esty was finally able to fix a lot of those problems that Tribal has always had for a long time. I don't know, JVNC. I really wish I would have counted them, but it's a ton of games, that's for sure. I don't know, maybe 200-300, something that in that order. So next game is gonna be one of the 4v4s. And 4v4 was the one that Barbarian won in the group stage. Yeah, Barbarian definitely can be extremely strong in team games because its pockets have a really good balance between booming and aggression. While other AIs either focus too heavily on aggression and neglect their boom, or the other way around. For example, Promi and Illuminati are too heavy on their boom and don't make enough knights, while AIs like Maiar and Tribal go too heavy on knights and don't boom enough. But Barbarian can have a really good balance there in its pockets. The problem for Barbarian is, though, that sometimes the coordination in team games isn't quite perfect. And that's why Barbarian is sometimes vulnerable in team games. We've seen it lose games to Daedric, for example. What do you think, Armelon? Is 4v4 the hardest one for Maiar versus Bobby? Yeah, alright. Armelon says in 4v4s, Bobby has a slightly better win rate than in the others. So we'll see. Still means that Maiar has a really good chance to win, obviously. And if any AI can win against Bobby, that's definitely Maiar. This entire tournament has been the success story of Maiar, and hopefully dethroning Barbarian, but it still needs to win the grand final. And it's not looking that great so far. But there's still possibly 4 games to go. It needs to lose 2 more before it's out of the tournament. So it still has plenty of chances to dethrone Barbarian. That would be the first real tournament that Barbarian didn't win, if it doesn't win, obviously. Tell us about Illu's flaws. Well, Illu's only flaw in this tournament was that it was in the group with Maiar and Barbarian, obviously. In the other group, it would have easily won the group. So I'm just gonna call the tournament rigged on that one. Actually, Eagle's Revenge was another AI that won a lot of games this tournament. It made all the way through the 3rd stage and finished 5th to 6th place. And tied in points actually with Promi in Group B. And that's, well, ER's run in this tournament can mostly be put down to just how the Civ pick rules are. Because if an AI only plays a single Civ, then it can just play it every single time. Even 4v4s, it can play quadruple Aztecs. So that's how Eagle's Revenge was able to win so much. Even though it's really a one-trick pony, it can only play Aztecs and only does Eagles, as the name suggests. And yeah, Pharaon, Esty's new AI, was actually kind of underwhelming here. Get completely destroyed by ER, for example. And by Promi too, wow. Amland says ER had 100% win rate against Maiar in its test games. I imagine. Back, Esty?
Yes, I'm back.
Alright, alright.
Okay, so Let me see if the score is set. Okay, 2-1 for Barbarian. Maybe after the 4 versus 4 we can check together the bracket and comment the different results obtained by the AIs. If you like it,
I already
Aleph.
did a bit of that. I already did a bit of that on my own while you were gone.
Okay, okay.
We can go through the placings after the final is finished.
Okay, that's right.
Starting?
Not actually. I'm just setting the game. So I allow spec, so it may be fine.
Mm-hmm. Fifth game is 2v2. Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. What happened in the other 2v2? Why is Armelan talking about wolves?
Oh yeah, because the flank had a very bad feudal age time for having lost a villagers against a wolf, if I'm right.
Alright, we're in the game, and it looks we have the Japanese, Celts, Goths, and Franks.
Yep. And Maiar is Japanese plus Frank as pocket.
Well, the Frank pocket is definitely very important here. Meanwhile, it has Celts and Goths as the flanks. They're also good flank civs. Japanese has flank can work as well, but the Franks you really want in the pocket.
Yep.
Barbie has Celts in the flank and also Goths. So they have exactly the same flank and pocket civs. So at least it's not rigged in that regard.
Yep, we've got Goth versus Celt each flank.
And Japanese Frank in each pocket. So, what did we see? You say Barbarian did some strategies in its other games like Drush and Scout Rush?
Yes, exactly, yeah. It looks like Barbarian loves to go for fast feudal age and men at arms. It worked pretty well against Maiar.
It can definitely work, especially with Goths and Celts, with these flanks here. Those are like perfectly made for men at arms.
Yep, it did. It did with Celt in the 2 versus 2, I think. It did go for men at arms.
And men at arms can also be very strong against skirmishers, which Maiar we know is gonna go for mass skirms.
Yep. And it's the way Maiar lost the 1 versus 1. Barbarian was really aggressive and went for feudal age, fast feudal age, men at arms, and after that it kept pressing Maiar. It was crazy.
Interesting.
Yep.
What was the civ in that? Was that Goths?
It was Frank.
Franks, and still one with men at arms. Interesting. Alright, so let's see. So for Maiar, we can obviously expect pure skirmisher aggression. That's what Maiar is known for. Just like Tribal before it.
Oh, it looks like once again Grey and Purple go for militians, which will go for men at arms soon.
No, it actually looks like a Drush from Purple at least, and they're crossing to Red, I think, and running straight to 2 wolves already.
Oh, that's right.
And yeah, Grey's also... Okay, Grey's going for the men-at-arms. Purple has a very late fuel age time, so yeah, that's just probably a Drush. But yeah, Grey went for men-at-arms, and those men-at-arms are already doing damage. They already got 2 villager kills on Red.
Yep, in the 3v3...
3 villager kills.
In the 3v3, Maiar lost 5 villagers against...
Holy shit.
But it managed to win, man, so let's see.
Yeah, Red isn't even in feudal yet. That's an extremely fast feudal age time from Grey and with the men-at-arms. And now comes the Drush from Purple as well. Oh man, how many...
Wow, 5 villagers dead for Red.
5 villagers already. Jesus.
Can you check if Purple found blue? Because it's weird.
Yeah, I can check that. Let me see. 5, 8... No, they have not found...
Okay, no, minute 15 and 20 seconds it eventually found. Okay.
Yeah, it's found it now. Alright. But yeah, that's probably why it crossed. If it had found it, it wouldn't have crossed, I believe.
So let's see, because I think that blue can take a clear advantage on purple right now. Purple goes for arches, which is definitely not a good strategy against Maiar. So I think that purple is gonna be in a drama soon.
But purple has a tower on the hill as well, so that's decently placed. But that's his only lumber camp. So that's gonna be a problem if it's attacked there.
Yeah, but its pocket is Frank Marian side. So let's see. Orange can do a lot to help purple.
Yeah, and we do have the pockets in the castle age already. And not many knights yet from Maiar's side.
Well, did you realize that purple went very slow in feudal age, but it's actually in castle
Oh,
age?
purple went for a drush fast castle?
Exactly,
And Maiar didn't
yeah.
punish it?
Yep.
Wow! That's really sloppy from Maiar. I would have expected it to at least punish it, but it's just built one tower, and Maiar just didn't attack anymore.
Yep.
That's really bad. And now it has crossbows. I mean, crossbows still aren't that great against skirmishers. And yeah, that's still its only lumber camp. So purple is still in trouble because that's its only lumber camp.
Yep.
And those crossbows against that many skirms have no chance, even with the tower there. So yeah, purple is still in trouble. And no help yet from orange. Orange has 7 knights, a lot of knights actually, but they're not helping out purple. This is what I was saying about Barbarian's coordination sometimes being sloppy. Like look at orange, it has 8 knights, and it's not even using them. Meanwhile, purple is under attack from both blue and yellow and taking a ton of damage here. Like, it's pushed completely off wood, it's losing villagers, it has no military left.
In fact, I'm scared
on the
that...
other side, same thing on the other side. Teal didn't use its knights either. Now it looks like they're moving, but Teal didn't use its knights for a long time, and Grey was just completely overrun by red and green. Same thing on both sides.
Yep.
Barbie's pockets not helping out despite having some knights.
I think it's all about the fact that the military comparison is clearly at the advantage of its opponent, so it prefers to save its units, maybe.
Yeah, unless it expects to win 2v4 though. I mean, it might work versus Tribal, but not against Maiar. So, yeah, purple is down to 40 population. And even Grey is very low as well. Much lower than the others.
Yep.
Well, actually, yeah, a bit lower than blue only. But it's still under attack here and still losing villagers. And now it's completely undefended. And there's so many knights and skirms there from Maiar. This looks really good for Maiar already.
Yeah.
Probably won the game.
Grey
already.
doesn't have any safe lumber camp.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's a few mines in the back, but that's about it. And most villagers are now on the TC. Blue upgraded to crossbows. And now orange is using its knights. I mean, it's quite a lot of knights. It might be enough to push back the army from blue here, but purple already took so much damage. It's too late. And now Grey is losing all of its economy, down below 30 population. And Grey didn't even get to castle age.
And purple doesn't have any wood to build extra TC.
It never even managed to get a second lumber camp up. That's because it only has that one lumber camp and it was forward.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised to see Maiar switching for the pockets pretty soon, because Grey is almost out of the game. So
yeah,
is
sure.
purple.
Especially because orange is already up to Imperial, so it really needs... Maiar needs to pick up the pace a little bit. Unless it wants orange to make a bit of a comeback. It is Frank, so it can have extremely strong late game paladins.
Well, red is actually crossing the map to attack purple. It's so orange.
Why? Okay, so anyway, teal is also up to Imperial. But now red is kind of attacking teal. Look at that, there's 2 knights being surrounded by 30 villagers.
Yep, I saw it.
That teal space. So a little bit of damage, not really much. But they really need to attack the pockets now, because the pockets are almost in Imperial age. And now the first Maiar has clicked up, that's yellow. Yeah, the flanks from Barbie are just so dead. I mean, purple is back up to 60 population. But blue... Actually, purple is doing a lot of damage to blue now. Because blue isn't defended anymore.
Yep.
I don't know, yellow, but yellow went back and yellow has... If you look at yellow, yellow has like 30 knights. And it's not... Maybe even more, and it's not defending blue now. So now blue is dying just exactly the same way like earlier, just because the pocket isn't helping anymore.
Yep.
Yellow could easily defend that. All of that. It's just not. Now blue is dying for nothing.
Yep, problem
no
is
reason.
actually orange has cavaliers. So it's a bit too late now for yellow to help decently.
Yellow should have defended that for the last 10 minutes. Now blue's just dead. It's completely gone.
Yep. Fortunately, for Maiar,
The other side,
red.
same thing on the other side. Green isn't... Okay, okay, on the other side, green is still attacking. Good, at least. Gray is still trying to build a defensive tower there. But... Teal is an Imperial Age, and Teal looks to be going for... Samurai? Yeah, Teal's going for Samurai, mate.
Samurais.
I mean, it's not really gonna work against crossbows.
Yes, I don't get why it goes samurais actually.
Samurais and halberdiers, so pure infantry. While red is still on crossbows. And red's now also building a castle there, so at least it's not as vulnerable as blue was. Blue pretty much died. Now yellow's finally on the counterattack. Yellow has cavaliers and arbalests. And now purple... Actually, purple has a lot of siege. Purple is Celts. It's still in Castle Age, but it has a lot of scorpions.
Yeah.
And crossbows.
But
I don't think it's hard to
against
defend.
yellow's cavaliers it will be hard.
Yeah. Castle Age army against that many cavaliers is gonna be a problem. I mean, the scorpions under the TC definitely can do a lot of damage, but they also die very quickly.
And once again, orange is not helping, despite the fact that it got 44 military units.
Yeah, look at that. That both AIs have had problems with their pocket coordination.
It looks like Armelon found the K against Barbarian to prevent the pocket to help the flanks.
Yeah, pure numbers in the early game. Now purple is finally dying again. The TC is still up, but now the Rams are coming. Ramsar is not targeting the TC though, so I don't know what's up with that yellow. They're still targeting lumber camps. What's going on there?
And the blue player is rebooming.
Okay, green. Green also has paladins now, fully upgraded. Did orange ever get to paladin? Yeah, orange also got to paladin. Also fully upgraded. And they're not really... Well, they're okay, now they're finally defending purple. Purple once again down to 70 population. Now yellow is getting pushed back though. And blue could be killed again. But on the other side, red has been safe for this entire game. Red's almost at pop limit. And red is... Well, red isn't up to Imperial yet, which is a bit of a problem for Maiar.
Yep.
But it is almost at pop limit, so it should be there soon.
So it looks like green goes for halberdiers and hand cannoners. Okay, hand cannoners is a good choice.
Yeah, it should definitely stay on paladins though. Yeah, hand cannons is definitely a good choice, especially against teal, because teal is still spamming infantry and battering rams. And that's working against red, because red's Castle Age army, I mean it's crossbows, but against the battering rams they're just soaking up the fire. So now red is in trouble, because where's green going? Green's fighting in the middle of the map against someone.
Yep, it's pushing.
Green's crossing towards purple actually. It's crossing to purple.
Yep.
I don't know why, because now red's in trouble.
I would
That castle's gotta go down.
I would say purple and orange. Maybe orange is the target of green.
Yeah, but red just lost its castle. Red is undefended now. Now the samurais from teal can wreak havoc in red space. Red never got to Imperial Age.
Let's check the economy of red. Well, it is researching Imperial Age, just at time.
No, fine. But it might even lose the TC before it gets there. I don't know. At this rate. Teal has heavy scorpions as the Japanese to complement its infantry army. Works. And there goes the TC. That wasn't the Imperial TC at least. I think. Or was it? Red? Who's red? Yeah, it's still researching Imperial Age in that... Oh, it's still gonna lose its Imperial TC.
Oh!
There we go. That's it.
Yeah, it just restarted the research.
Yeah, and blue also died again. So now purple is the strongest flank out of everyone. purple also isn't an imperial yet, but
Yeah,
at least it's alive.
purple is surviving pretty well.
Maiar had such a strong early game, but then it just
I'm losing you, Aleph. I don't hear you. You're turning a robot, actually. You need to reconnect, I guess. Well, it's not better, actually. Let me try to rejoin. Maybe it's me. So, I'm back.
wow. What happened to Discord there, man? Discord really crapped out.
Yep, but it eventually worked again, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's right now.
So,
Anyway, I was saying, Maiar had a really strong early game. It killed both of the Barbie flanks early on, but then it lost its own flanks for no reason because its pockets weren't helping out anymore for nothing. And
Yeah,
then it
that's
got
right.
even again, and then Barbie's stronger late game just prevailed. And now it looks like Barbie is winning actually.
yeah. It makes me remember some games between Tribal and Promi. Promi winning 4-2, 4 against 2. But clearly, yellow is close to die.
Yeah, now yellow lost one of its castles. A lot of bedroom rams from Barbie. Barbie isn't even bothering with trebuchets, it's just going full rams. And Tears actually has onagers and heavy scorpions with its infantry army.
Oh, and the market is actually destroyed. Look at the trade route, killed by the orange paladin.
Got orange paladins in the trade
Yep.
for Maiar, yeah. That's game over. Oh god damn it. Alright, let's... Red died, blue died, and purple is back up to pop limit. So...
Yep. And grey
Three
is
on
rebooting
yellow and green
quietly.
both in trouble. Green and yellow aren't even close to pop limit anymore. Meanwhile, 3 Barbies are at pop limit, so yeah. Just a matter of time for them to push in to green and yellow. Yeah, red's trying to rebuild at the back of green. Well, there's not enough time for that, I don't think. Actually, green's making halberdiers on that side of the map, which really aren't helping it. Because on that side of the map it's against samurai and heavy scorpion.
Yep.
The halberdiers are really useless there.
Well, when you don't have any more economy, what can you do, honestly?
Yeah.
Spearmen and skirmishers.
Yeah, also has to resort to skirmishers and halberdiers. And yeah, as well there, we got purple also going for heavy scorpions and siege rams as the Celts. And all the castles just went down from yellow.
And grey is researching Imperial Age.
Wow, finally! Grey was the last one who was still stuck in feudal age. Also managing to resume a bit. Grey is actually rebuilt at the back of Teal space, looks like.
Yep.
And already up to 100 population, more than green now.
Okay, so let's say that the game is over. Barbarian is actually leading by a score of 3-1.
Yeah,
It means that
so Maiar cannot drop any game.
Yeah.
Match point for Barbie now. And we're getting the resigns in from Maiar. Only yellow left.
Okay.
So it's 3-1 in a best of 7.
Yep.
Match point for Barbie. Barbie only needs to win one more game to win the tournament.
Exactly.
And Maiar needs to win 3 in a row. If it wants to come. Well then.
Well, it did win 3 games in a row in the stage 2 because it was winning 3-0. So, and after this, Barbarian won the 4 versus 4. So it means that everything is still possible between Maiar and Barbarian.
Definitely possible, but the chances are getting a little slighter. Yeah, time for Maiar to show what it can do. That's right. 4-1 wouldn't be a good score in a best of 7. Gotta win some more, Maiar. Come on.
Okay, let me change the score.
The next one is gonna be 2v2, right?
Exactly. Yep. So the
2v2.
2v2 is supposed to be at the advantage of Maiar, but Barbarian managed to win the 2v2 earlier. Yes, T92, I agree with you. I hope it will win at least few more games. Okay, so I'm ready. You are, Aleph?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's go.
2v2.
Oh, damn. I didn't change. It was 4 versus 4. I forgot. I restart.
Okay.
Fortunately, you say so 2v2. Okay. So I'm ready once again.
All right.
Wow, I love the civilization. Hans plus Frank.
Ooh, cavalry still. Let's see then. Hans and Frank's pretty standard play for all of them. And well, they can definitely go for. Hans can definitely go for a good scout rush. I must remind myself that I've been watching a bunch of human tournament games lately, in which are obviously played in Warlord Kingdoms, where Franks have a good scout rush. But in AOC, Franks really suck because they don't have bloodlines and they don't get the bonus on a scout.
Yep, that's
AOC.
right. If I'm right, Maiar versus Barbarian stage 3 first game 1v1, I think it was Hans War. Won by Maiar.
Okay. Actually, what's going on with blue there, Maiar? Maiar had a lot of villagers on the berries, but didn't even build a mill. That's just tons of idle time for no reason.
Oh, yep. Maybe because it eventually found ships. I don't know.
Yeah. But still had villagers on the berries. I mean, it's really no problem to build a mill right at the start. Because you have enough wood and you can get the rest of the wood for lumber comes from stragglers.
Yep.
And it's actually taking stragglers and building lumber camp now, even though not building the mill. So I don't know, yeah, not ideal Dark Age here for Maiar. And let's look at the Civ matchups. You have on the left side Franks versus Hans. So it's Franks versus Hans on either side.
Yep.
On the left side, Maiar is Hans, and on the right side, Barbie is Hans. I would say Hans definitely has the advantage in the early game, that's for sure. Probably throughout most of the game. It's just a much faster Civ. The house bonus is such a good economy bonus. And it can go for cavalry archers. While Franks are really pretty much limited to knights.
Yep. But let's see if Barbarian goes once again for men-at-arms.
Rush?
I would say men-at-arms.
Possible.
It did in the 1 versus 1. It was already Frank War.
Well, Teal is already up to fuel age and only now building its barracks, so...
Yeah, but
it's building its barracks with 3 villagers. 3 villagers, man.
To be sure, it will be built at time.
Yeah, it's making militia, so it does look like men-at-arms for sure.
Yep.
On the other side, purple only building with one villager, so purple is going for definitely not for men-at-arms. I can tell you that much.
Yep,
but
it might be skirmishers archers. So I would say that purple use the bad strategy against Maiar, while teal can do a lot with its men at arms which are actually researched.
So yeah, 2 archery ranges from purple, so it does look like archer skirmishers. And these 3 men-at-arms from teal are coming in now, but they are a bit late. Maya already has its archery ranges up, and the men-at-arms haven't found anything yet. They're just camping there.
Yeah,
Look at them.
exactly. There is absolutely nothing.
Jesus, Barbie. Oh, they haven't found anything. They haven't found any of the camps.
Really?
Yeah. The
It went
scouting
here
from Barbie is so
randomly.
bad. They've exploded. No, they haven't even found any enemies. They scouted in a circle across the map, but didn't even find anyone.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh man, that's so unlucky.
Yep. And it's a good opportunity for Maiar. Because look
Yeah.
at this, it's not using at all its men-at-arms.
And men-at-arms have to be used early on or they become useless. Damn, that's so unlucky. Well, Barbie, on the other side, purple is doing its trademark DOC attack. It's gonna have a lot of micro with its village army. But it is archers and skirmishers mixed, while red is obviously going for pure skirms, as we're
And
used to.
the funny part is the fact that teal goes for red while blue is attacking teal. So let's go.
Yeah, good
Wow.
opportunity for blue here to do some damage. And
Clearly.
blue has a lumber camp and a mining camp in the front. Wow. Actually, everything from teal is in the front. So blue can do so much damage there. Meanwhile, red, now teal is retreating and red's still on the attack against purple. What the fuck happened there? Now
Yep.
purple went over to teal and now it's going back. So purple's army did nothing. Purple's army doesn't know where it wants to go. It just did nothing for the last 2 minutes. And now it's fighting uphill against a couple of skirmishers from red there. Man, this is looking good for Maya already. This is looking really good.
Sometimes coordination in 2v2 is not the best idea, man.
Yeah, so,
Look-
because
look
when you're
at-
just running back and forth.
Look at Maiar, it has no coordination between the two players
Yeah.
and it's doing pretty fine.
It's winning heavily. This already looks game over, man.
Yep, clearly.
Barbie lost all of its army.
Well, fortunately for teal, it managed to build a good third lumber camp, which might not be attacked by
Yes.
blue.
It has 4 lumber camps and all of them are forward. Man. Well, purple at least beat red's army and is now coming to defend teal, but teal already took so much damage.
Yep,
But at least
But-
purple has the hill advantage there.
exactly.
And
It can
blue-
help a lot.
And blue is retreating, looks like. And coming again. Blue still has the numbers here. Blue still has the numbers.
Yeah.
Now teal is coming again though. Now teal should win the fight versus blue. Villager numbers though? Villager numbers pretty even. Actually,
yeah.
Barbie still has more. Barbie has more villagers, despite having idle time and probably losing some villagers on teal's side. How does it have more villagers? Maya must have idled its TC to make more skirms or something.
Yep. Well, when you go full skirmishers, you can't produce villagers continuously.
Sorry. Blue is in castle edge already. I'm sorry. Blue was the fastest one to castle edge. So blue already crossbows. It has botkin arrow already. Now come the villager kills here. Now come the villager kills. Look this.
Okay, but blue needs to kill villagers at least. It didn't
Yeah.
actually. Okay, nice coming.
Now come the knights as well. And yeah, teal isn't even up to castle edge. Red is up to castle edge and purple is already in castle edge. So purple could do some damage to red now if it gets the timing right. But where's purple's army? Oh, it lost all of its army earlier.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
Barbie isn't.
the kill ratio
Left
of
side
teal
blue
is
is just winning so
catastrophic.
heavily. And blue is blue. Let me take a look at blue. Blue is just making skirmishers actually and going for heavy skirmisher now. So
Yep.
knights heavy skirmishers.
Classic.
Classic tribal, yeah. Yeah, outside, well, purple is in castle age, but teal has clicked up, but teal is so weak right now. Teal has by far the weakest economy and still under attack. There's nothing to defend except that one tower. All of its lumber camps are still forward. Actually, it built a 5th lumber camp over to the left side. That's kind of safe. But the knights there and the crossbows and the elite skirms now. And on the right side,
Yeah,
red
Mongodels
also,
are doing a great job
crossbows.
against red.
Well, red also mixing in some knights. They're doing a good job against the mangonels from purple. So purple already just lost all of its army again, and now red can do damage. And there we have 2 forward mills from Barbie and a forward lumber camp that can easily be attacked. Yeah, this looks game over.
I don't understand
just
why
pure aggression from Maiar.
purple goes for 2 stable and doesn't train any knights. It makes no sense to me.
Probably because it doesn't have the food.
Okay. Well, it went for
Because
2
look at that.
TCs.
Most of its farms are up front, so most of its farms already got denied by the army. That's why it doesn't have enough food income. It's trying to make knights, it just doesn't have the food for it.
Okay, the game is clearly over. TD is losing its TC.
That's it. TC done. Doesn't have any other TCs. Losing
Okay,
everything now.
Amelon. The
Here we
score
go.
is 3-2. I did bet 4-2 for Barbarian, just remember.
Here we go, the comeback is on. Can Maiar keep it up in the next 4v4 though, is the bigger question. Because that last 4v4, that didn't look convincing. It had the chance to close it out, it just didn't. Then it lost.
Yep.
So,
Well, it's really
GG.
interesting because, in fact, you true Barbarian has a good opportunity to win the tournament because the next game is 4 versus 4. But if it loses 4 versus 4, it's in a real danger against Maiar in 1 versus 1.
ooh, alright. So, we got a 4v4 and maybe a 1v1 left. Score
Yep.
is 3-2. Maiar closing the distance. This is where it gets really tough for Maiar. This is the most important game probably. This 4v4.
It is.
If it wins, this has a really good chance to win the 1v1 as well.
Well, it just makes me thinking the semi-final between Barbarian and Tribal. It was exactly the same situation. Barbarian was winning 3-2 against Tribal and won the 4 versus 4. So I wish a better result
luck to
for
Maiar.
Maiar.
That's definitely a good comparison because Tribal and Maiar are very similar AIs. Even
Yeah.
though Amelon has definitely shown that Maiar is the stronger one. I would say at least.
Well, I think that something was missing in the Davis Group 4. A game between Maiar and Tribal. So the next game
definitely
is...
the group stage. It's kind of the thing in the stage 3 that the groups were so split between the middle. Yeah, Maiar, Barbie, and Illuminati on one side, and Tribal, Promi, Horde, and Pharaoh on the other side.
Yeah.
It's really like if you could just mix 2 of those AIs up, the results could have been completely different.
Exactly.
Like
That's right.
Maiar would have been probably wrecked by ER. If Illuminati was in the other group, it probably would have won the group. Maybe saved Tribal, but definitely would have gotten out of the group. And Maiar, Maiar has only really proven itself. Maiar versus Tribal is the one that's missing. That's right. Maiar has definitely dominated most of the other AIs.
Yep.
And well, Tribal and Promi. Tribal and Promi.
Well, Tribal and Promi, it was 3-1 in the stage 3.
Tribal won the group, but then lost the third place decide. No, Tribal won the third place decide as well. So Promi is 4th place. Yeah, Tribal is 3rd place. Exactly.
Yep. Okay, so the most important game is starting soon. 4 versus 4. 3-2 for Barbarian. You ready? I heard that Amelon is stressed. Come on, Amelon, you're stressed. You're not playing, man. It's your AI which is playing, so you don't need to be stressed. Okay, let's go. Interesting civilization.
Oh, we got Celts again. Chinese, Byzantines, and Persians. Let's take a look at the flanks and pockets from that green. From Maiar's side on the right flank we have Celts in the flank. In the pocket we have Persians and Byzantines, and on the left flank, the Chinese in red.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on the opposite flank from Barbie and orange, we have the Persians. In the pockets, we have Chinese and Celts, and on the other flank, the Byzantines.
Okay,
No, I'm not so
so
sure. I'm not sure. Byzantine flanks would that probably be better for Maiar because of the mass skirms than it is for Barbie. I don't think Barbie abuses skirms that much. Actually, look at how far purple is away from the rest of the Barbie team.
that's right. It's isolated. It's the man which is supposed to die against green and blue.
Look, at least both of the Chinese players had a good start, so no disadvantage there for anyone.
Okay, nice. In fact, it's true. Red has one more villager than Italy. Grey has a super start, I would say.
Yeah.
And purple is not having loom, I guess. Yep, it's still having loom.
So, no Celts in the flank for Barbie. It means I don't know if you're gonna see any men-at-arms this time. Maybe from the Persians.
Well, everything is
sure.
possible with Barbarian. You can see a scout rush as
Yeah.
pocket. You can see some militians coming from nowhere.
Barbie also
Oh!
has Scout Rush in the pocket.
Look at Teal. Teal is doing exactly what I was telling. It's
What?
rushing
Drush?
with
Drush from the
three-
pocket? What the fuck is
Yep.
that? Pocket Drush?
Pocket
Barbie?
rush, man.
New meta? But let's see where they're going. They're going probably towards green. Yeah. But Pocket Drush, man, I don't know. That's
Well,
a good strategy.
The weird thing is the fact that purple is not rushing. It could have been interesting, a double drush,
Yeah, double Drush.
but it doesn't happen, so I don't get the point to do this.
The problem is also because teal is so far away from purple and its knights are gonna be even more delayed now.
Oh,
that
you
purple
think?
could be in trouble.
Well, the max is
But
a
green
genius,
lost a
though.
villager. Green actually lost a villager there
Exactly.
to the Drush. And all of the other villagers just went off the lumber camp for some reason. I don't know. But now green has its archery ranges out on both sides. Let's see what Barbie's going for. Actually, scouts from orange
Oh,
and archer skirmishers from purple.
okay.
So these scouts are gonna be interesting. Whether
So-
and it's now building also an archery range. Let's see if it has good enough micro.
Mm. The
Red
scout rush
doesn't have
did
any
work pretty well in the previous game. In the 3v3.
Red doesn't have any spears yet, so that hasn't seen the scouts. It only has a lot of skirmishers, but they're under the TC right now, so there's not really much orange can do at the moment.
Well,
Might
it-
try to hit the lumber camps on the red side. That's exactly what it's doing.
Yep, and
And now they didn't get anything done. They lost one scout and ran back. Now they're just fighting with a few of the skirms. Yeah, Maiar? Red doesn't have any skirms yet. I don't know what's up with that.
but I think that it probably lost its scout early because I saw a skirmishers which was exploring.
Oh, most of its skirmishers are attacking them. No, that's also orange skirmishers. Man, red and orange are so so hard to tell apart on the map. They look exactly the same. Okay, so on the right side we have skirmishers fighting against scouts. There's one spearman. That one spearman was doing the work. Killed 2 scouts, 3 scouts now, just with one spearman.
Yep, red is eventually doing good.
Yeah. And on the other side though, purple Barbie with his DOC attack killed all of Green's army. That's through better micro and the hill advantage there. Green already lost its army and now purple can probably get some villager kills here with his DOC.
Well, it doesn't happen that often to see a Maiar being dominated in early feudal age. It's happening between green and purple.
I think it's because of that hill there. That was really unlucky. Because Barbie had the hill advantage in one important fight and that's just how it won.
Ah, yeah.
And now we have actually, some camels from blue, but the camels aren't really helping. They might help against the knights from teal, but they're not helping against the ranged army. At least it sent its knights forward. Blue sent its knights forward to attack purple instead of defending green, but teal also had more knights there, so it was able to defend that. On the left side, yellow is helping out red, going on the attack with many knights. In the meanwhile, gray isn't using its knights, so pretty much what happened in the previous 4v4 on that side from Barbie,
Oh,
the
yep.
pocket isn't using its knights and the flank is in trouble now, because it's 1v2. At least purple is up to castle age. Is it actually the first flanked castle age? Yeah, the others have really slow castle age times. And yeah, green's still taking damage. It's still losing villagers against that DLC from purple.
Oh, yep. Unstoppable.
Yeah, green is in such trouble. But so is orange. Yeah, orange already is down to 40 population and so is green. So one flank from either side has taken very heavy damage. And gray still isn't helping. Yeah, gray still not using its knights for whatever reason. But gray has the strongest boom at least. And teal's boom is also stronger than the Maiar pocket. So on that front, Barbie is definitely ahead.
Yeah.
And yeah, purple now with crossbows can do even more damage, and also teal knights. Yeah, green is done for. Just needs maybe a few battering rams now from purple just to finish it off. That would be nice. But same could be said for Maiar on the left side. No siege yet.
And I would say that orange is lucky because it's Persian, so it will take a bit more
Yeah,
time
the
to
TC
destroy
is
the
HP.
TC. Well, green is 10 population, man. 10 population for green.
Teal and purple should really switch to blue now, because green, there's nothing more to kill from green, barring
Hey.
a battering ram.
It's happening, man. 30 minutes. Purple and teal are coming on blue.
Finally, here we go. And blue has a few camels, not nearly enough, and some knights here as well. And well, the armies are kind of split apart. Maybe blue can kill the knights from teal first, and then kill the crossbows from purple. And looks to be going that way. Knights are retreating, actually being drawn apart. A lot of villagers going idle there actually, fighting under the TC. Teal lost most of its army now, and now it's purple's time to lose its army, but a bit of eco damage at least, a bit of idle time.
Yeah, but look at the civilian population of the pockets Barbarian side. If you compare it to the Maiar pockets,
purple.
it's crazy.
Yeah, purple is sending its battering rams on blue though, instead of taking out green's TC. That's a mistake from purple.
Oh, look at red and yellow attacking together purple after having killed, almost killed orange.
Have you not found the pockets from Barbie? That's the question. But Grey also has a lot of knights. They were just going towards orange. Now they're going back and still doing nothing. But Grey is an Imperial Age. Teal is already an Imperial Age. I mean, Grey is up to Imperial Age. Teal is already there. And yeah, you're definitely right. The boom from Barbie was just so much stronger from the
Yep.
pocket.
It makes a
They
huge
didn't need to do
difference.
that much. Lost the right flank anyway, and I mean, it probably won the right flank anyway, despite having such a heavy boom. It lost the left flank, but if you win one flank and both of the pockets have the stronger boom, then you're in such a good position. And teal is the Celt. Oh, Celts in Imperial Age are really scary. It's going
Yeah.
for halberdiers and heavy scorpions. Exactly what you want to see from Celts in Imperial.
Exactly. And red is actually under a edge attack.
Teal is finally counterattacking on red, and red's losing.
Yep.
Because Grey had such a big army massed up because it never used in this game, knights and camels. Now it's finally unleashing them on Red's town, and Red has nothing to defend there. And Yellow was fighting on the other side, so Yellow also wasn't there to defend. Oh, this looks like game over for Maiar.
Oh man. Once again, Barbarian wanna win Davis Cup series. Come on, Maiar.
Blue and yellow, the pockets from Maiar are up to Imperial Age at least, but too little too late. The boom was too slow.
Yeah, it's already a rest
Grey
by
already-
teal.
Grey
Teal and
already has
purple.
+4 armor on its camels. It has heavy camels as well. It's making Chukonu now. Teal has the heavy scorpion upgrade. Doesn't have siege engineers yet. But yeah, halberdiers, fully upgraded halberdiers even. Blue is still on pure cavalry.
Well, as Persian, what? Well, it would go for paladins, I guess. Paladins
Yeah.
plus heavy camels.
Probably paladins, hand cannons would be a good late game combination. But Celts are just so strong. Now we have Shukonus and Siege Rams from Grey, pushing in red, no resistance there. Fully upgraded Shukonu. I think they even have rocketry.
And red is switching target. It's actually attacking yellow.
Yeah, red is dead. It's funny that they never took out green's TC on the right side. Green's TC is still standing.
Yep.
Purple is going for cataphracts now. Purple is also an Imperial Age.
Yes,
Researching elite
cataphract.
cataphract.
Elite cataphract.
Also has already has all the armor upgrades. And yeah, castle down from blue. This game over now. Only yellow left really, and yellow. Well, yellow is still at pop limit, but
Yes, but with skirmishers and arbalest.
yeah, that's not gonna do much. Chukunus are just so much better. Especially that mass of Chukunus, there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe some siege on, I guess, but... Yep. Teal and purple now pushing into blue. Halberdiers, lots of halberdiers, and some heavy scorpions. I mean, Maiar has a pretty good trade route. Actually better than Bobby's trade route, but yeah, it lost its flanks already and now its pockets are losing as well. And orange is slowly rebuilding, 80 pop. And here's the push from Grey. A lot of siege rams, trebuchets, backed up by the Chukonu of course, and a few Onegas even. And blue is already done for. Here we got lead cataphracts inside.
Wow.
And on the other side the heavy scorpions. Damn. GG.
Yep.
That's sad that Maiar only won 2 games after winning 3-1 in the group stage, but that's just Barbie for you.
Well.
Too strong.
Well, I think that the way Barbarian outplayed Maiar in the team games was the economy management of the pockets Barbarian side, which is really stronger than Maiar's one.
Yeah, that's for sure. Just having a stronger economy, and if you don't fall behind too much on in your fighting, and just your pockets have a much stronger boom, then you just win in the late game so hard in the early late game. Both of them got to their, both of the pockets in this game got to their late game army. We had Chukonus and Siege Rams from Grey, and from Teal we had heavy scorpions and halberdiers. Much earlier than the Maiar pockets got to their late game.
Yep,
exactly. That's just
exactly.
nothing they could do about that. I mean, yellow is still kind of holding there, but it's about over now. It's lost its castles already.
Yeah, it has no more defense. The economy is actually hurt. Maybe the lumber camp.
Yeah, Barbie even building a forward castle there. It's Teal.
Yep, it's quite aggressive.
And yeah, purple already built also built another forward castle on blue. That's nice map control.
Okay, so now everyone is on yellow. I guess that it's time for Maiar to resign. Some bombard towers are built by Grey. Okay.
GG. Well, damn. Barbarian wins Davis Cup 4. Grand Final 4-2. Amlon blames Esty because everyone. I mean, come on, everyone knows Davis Cups are rigged. It's rigged.
Okay.
How much did Barbie pay you?
Well, my betting was true, man.
Looks that right?
4-2 for Barbarian. Maiar is a worthy second of this competition.
And coming from Maiar was actually unseeded at the start of this tournament.
Yep, that's right.
It went through all stages, through the qualification stage, both of the other group stages, and finished second place in its first real tournament. So that's definitely quite an achievement for Maiar, that's for sure.
Exactly. So I just updated the brackets. Barbarian won once again the Davis Cup, but this time it was harder than before because it lost 7 games during the Davis Cup 4.
And before it didn't lose any.
Exactly. So basically it lost 5 games against Maiar and 2 games against Tribal.
Against Trial.
So let's say that the aggressive AIs can defeat Barbarian sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
it's
not-
probably it's probably why when you see the 3v3 and 4v4 we just watched, at least we can't expect much from the pockets in booming because it's based on the aggressiveness, so it goes for Nikes, massing Nikes, and at least
I think it could you could still make that work if you just attack the pockets early enough.
Yeah, that's right.
You either need to make battering rams to kill the TCs from the flanks early on, to just take them out of the game, or you need to just do some raiding on the pockets. Either could work.
Yeah, well, Maiar can do it. I think that Amelon told me that Maiar tends to win like 40% of games against Barbarian in 4 versus 4, so it means that Maiar definitely can beat Barbarian in 4v4.
I mean, sure it can, but
Yep.
not consistently. Barbie is still too strong overall, and yeah, Barbie even in the 1v1s, 2v2s, Barbie has a really good chance to win those as well, as you just saw.
Yep.
Even though that's where Maiar is the strongest.
So I just need to update something for the seed.
Seed, what do we got this time? So we have Promi finishing 4th place, Barbarian 1st, Tribal 3rd, Maiar 2nd. How many points does Maiar get? 12.
Yes. And so it won 38 games during this competition and lost 7. So it means that Barbarian and Maiar lost the same...
Hold on a sec. How can it get 12 points if Barbie also gets 12 points?
Oh yes, so Barbarian won 15 games,
Oh, so it gets
15 points.
So wait, 2nd place this time gets 12 points, and last time it got how many? 8.
Yeah, it was less.
Every time.
If I'm right, it was 20 for the winner and 8 for the second. Yes.
So Promi is still 2nd seed for the next one. But the seeding, this is the thing. Like the seeding for Davis Cups there's a lot of inertia going on. It would take a long time for the seeding to really shuffle.
Well, if you look at the right of the screen, you can see seeds Davis Cup 5, and you can see that I won't take the season 1 in count to define the seed for the next competition. So only the season 2, 3, and 4 will be taken. And here I reported the statistics. So we've got Barbarian with 37 points, seeded 1, and Tribal takes the second rank ahead from Promi. Illuminati keeps his seed 4, and after this we've got Maiar, which comes seed 5 for the Davis Cup 5. It makes sense. So it means that Davis Cup 5 is already ready to run, man.
Well, we wanted to have Eidolon in this one, and Eidolon still isn't out, man. We definitely need Eidolon to win the next one.
Yep. So let's check the bracket from the start. Do you remember we made the toss together for the qualification stage?
Qualification stage, yeah, man.
Yep.
Oh, this is big. Actually, I gotta do this. I'm gonna calculate how many games there were total in this tournament. Go ahead and talk. I need to do a bit of calculating here.
I think that it's almost 30, well, 300 and something like 80.
Let me just calculate it.
Okay. Well, Vinny, Davis Cup 5 won't start next week. It should start maybe in 6 months, something like that. The way for the scripters to improve their stuff. We want a new version of Promi. We need Borov. I definitely don't know how to pronounce Boref, the guy which made an AI for Forest Nothing, which is working hard actually. And we need a AI from him. We need a new AI from Electricity, or maybe Valkyrie improved.
I have no hope for Electricity anymore. The AIs aren't even gonna be as good as Subjugators, so pretty much not even worth noticing. Come on.
Oh, I was forgetting. We need a new Illuminati, a new version.
We definitely do.
Okay. And well, I did work on Yggdrasil. I'm pretty sure that it should do something better in the Davis Cup 5. Maiar should have a new version pretty soon. Armelon waited for the final to post a new version of Maiar for the next competition. And well, let's see what's going on in 6 months for the Davis Cup 5. Yes, Vinny,
300.
I noticed.
Esty, 385 games were played.
Okay.
385, almost 400.
Nice. I think that it makes Davis Cup 4 the biggest tournament ever for the AI's community.
Yeah, I think it is. And the second biggest one was Davis Cup 2, I believe.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yep. But well, it's what I wanted to do for Davis Cup 4. I wanted a big tournament and a quite long qualification stage to offer the opportunity of the new scripters to have at least 6 games to be played. I was thinking about Valkyrie, Fire, and Mifo, but Mifo never appeared in the
Come on,
Davis
Mifo.
Cup.
We need your fucking AI, at least for the next tournament. Next tournament is probably going to be one of mine. Maybe BYM2 or the one with the draft stages. I don't know yet which I'm going to do first. It really depends on you guys, because I still need fucking feedback on both of those. I need team nominations for BYM2, and I need you guys to vote which of the formats you prefer for the participation tournament. So get on that, so I can finally start my next tournament.
Yeah, I think we can now focus on that new event. Now that the season 4 Davis Cup is finished. Well, I wanted to see with you, Aleph. I don't know if you checked the different results of this tournament regularly, and do you have an AI which surprised you during this competition?
Well, the surprises. Let me see. Positive surprises, definitely Maiar, that's for sure, and Eagle's Revenge. That definitely performed much better than was expected.
That's right.
Eagle's Revenge you can really put down to just, the tournament being rigged with being able to pick Aztecs every time and 4 times Aztecs and shit like that. that's
Yeah.
never gonna be completely competitive. So that's really the only reason why an AI like ER can be so high here. Other than that, well, Mini-Not wasn't as strong as it was previously, so that at least is normal. Didn't
Yeah.
overperform. Let me see. Actually, there were some AIs which are kind of disappointments. Mainly your AIs, Yggdrasil and Pharaon. They're both disappointments.
Well,
Yggdrasil lost its group versus Snake.
that's right. But you know why?
Why? What happened there?
It's partly because Snake as Aztec go for
Okay.
Fast Castle, and it plays like Eagle Revenge as
Okay.
Aztec. But with any other civilizations, it will play a way Yggdrasil could defeat it easily.
Why do you pick a Civ for it then? Makes no sense. You should really stop with that arbitrary Civ pick. If an AI can play all Civs, then it plays all Civs, for fuck's sake.
Actually,
Snake doesn't even.
Snake
doesn't
played as Aztec because it was
So
team
Yggdrasil's
random.
fault.
Exactly.
Wow,
It was team random. But
then Yggdrasil fucking deserves that. Then it deserves that. Seriously.
but anyway, the new version of Yggdrasil can play any civilization anyway. So it's a premium which won't appear anymore for Yggdrasil. And so the
What
pointless
else?
AI, in your opinion, was
The what?
well, not the pointless, but the upsetting AIs in this competition. You told about Yggdrasil. Who else?
Oh, the disappointing AIs. Yeah, Ulysses actually. Ulysses. was
Yeah,
disappointing.
definitely.
I mean, it at least qualified, I believe. Yeah, it qualified against in a group with Doomsday, but then it lost in the second stage. It was against Mini-Not and Eagle's Revenge, and it lost that group.
Yeah, but definitely, if you have Elises in another group, Elises could have
Probably would have.
won it, because look at this: Mini-Not and Eagle Revenge go for Fast Castle, and Elises just can't handle a Fast Castle AI. And
Yeah,
it's
Ulysses
exactly
really
what
can't do much against it.
exactly what happened with Pharaoh.
It's definitely an unlucky matchup for Ulysses, that's for sure.
But I think that it's up to Afu to do something to improve Elises against Fast Castle AIs, because I remember the first game of Elises against Doomsday, which were really promising, I would say. Elises did a very good job against Doomsday, despite the fact it lost one game. It was a 2v2, but the 1v1 and 4v4 were really impressive from Elises. So it was really sad to see its performance in the stage 2. So definitely I agree with you. Elises is probably the AI which disappointed me. And concerning the good AIs which impressed me, I would say that Brute Force, the last version of Brute Force, the 3.1, is definitely stronger than the earlier versions. It was really close to defeat Zero. It lost 1-2, but it definitely could win 2-1 against Zero, and it was close to win one game against Maiar. It was a 2v2, if I'm right. And someone, I don't remember who, in their AIScripters website, said that it tested Brute Force against Subjugator, and Brute Force won something like 3-1, something like that. So Brute Force is definitely a better AI than what we could expect. So it's a good surprise.
When was Brute Force even updated? I don't even know. But
it won't be updated anymore. So.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really care about Brute Force as long as Cheese on Toast is working on Subjugator. And Subjugator is making a lot of progress, even though it's still buggy as fuck, as I imagine. But that's just Cheese on Toast. What can you do?
Cheese on Toast.
Oh, and just as for disappointments, I just want to give a big shout out to Valkyrie and Minivac. You suck.
Oh.
They didn't win a single game.
That's right. Yeah, but I think that it was a bit too early for those AIs to take part to this competition. Especially the poor Valkyrie, which suffered a lot against Melion plus Subjugator. It was really a hard group for Valkyrie. Mini Valk had more opportunities against Magna Carta. It was close to win against Magna Carta, but Maximus looked to be too strong.
I'm also kind of disappointed by Melion, honestly. Melion lost to Chameleon.
Ah, yes, that's right.
I think Melion is just too weak in the early game to really be competitive against other AIs. It's strong in the late game, but it never gets there.
Yep. And yes, to complete my list of the AIs which impressed me, Eagle Revenge was really surprising. And I definitely love Maximus, which managed to win its whole games in the qualification stage and finished at the second place of the Group A in the stage 2, ahead from West Ravana in the unknown. It lost against Eagle Revenge.
Yeah,
but,
Maximus beat the unknown in West Ravana. Yeah, 2-1 each.
Yeah. And Maximus is the oldest AI which has taken part in this competition. It's a 19 years old AI, man. That's
crazy. Impressive that it can still win against the unknown, for example.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
And definitely Subjugator was pretty good. Subjugator 3-1 against Juggernaut, for example, and 3-1 against Mininaut. So Subjugator can definitely put up some decent results.
Well, we had the opportunity to see several versions of Subjugator because Cheese on Toast kept updating it, and
even took a game of Maiar.
Yep, it was close. Maiar versus Subjugator yes, it was close. It won one game against Maiar, that's right. And I think that Subjugator is definitely an AI which can keep
there's a lot of potential,
improved. Yes.
And well, the Horde, the Horde, well, it's just falling more and more behind with new AIs coming up, like AIs like Maiar, and the Horde just every time another top AI emerges, the Horde is pushed one spot more further down.
Exactly,
because the Horde isn't updated anymore, and it's just pretty outdated. It's still a good AI, but it's just outdated at this point.
Yep, it still can beat almost any AI in one game, except maybe Barbarian. But I agree with you, it tends to be too old now. Archon needs to come back.
And I don't know, you've focused a lot actually in the recently again on Tribal and Yggdrasil. What about Faerun? Have you given up on Faerun?
Well, I keep working on Faerun. I would say that Faerun against Eagle Revenge was kind of upsetting for me because I didn't prepare Faerun to play against the Fast Castle AI, and I was really surprised while I was streaming that game. I was like, oh my god, what the shit, man! It's too late. I can't. Yeah. I can't close the streaming, work on Faerun, and restart the streaming. So I have to assume the crap performance of Faerun, and at least I think that this loss 4-0 was eliminating, and that's definitely true. And well, I keep working on Faerun, and I hope that it can compete better in the next tournaments.
It should at least be better than Tribal, come on.
Well, in my test, Faerun tends to defeat Tribal, but the Tribal...
Well, it's not about defeating Tribal, it's defeating all other AIs better than Tribal does.
Yep. Well, I think that Faerun definitely needs to beat Zero now. It didn't. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not bad. That's bad.
That's disappointing, yeah, for sure.
Yep. But I think that the weak part of Faerun is maybe the Imperial Age. I think I need to keep working on this. Like Maiar, for example, which is a bit too weak in Imperial. So can you tell us about the next tournament you're gonna host?
I'm still not decided which one it's gonna be. I definitely have 2 tournaments planned.
Yeah.
One of them is BYM2, where I already give it on the settings, the format all figured out. That's Blame Your Mate 2. It's a team tournament, so each team will consist of 2 different AIs, and it will have 16 participants. Which participants will still be decided. And that's why I need your guys' help to suggest more teams, so we can. Once I have enough team nominations, then we can start a poll to see which ones you want to see the most, and then I'm gonna decide which ones will actually compete, and then we can run the tournament.
Yeah.
It's on. You can look it up on AIScripters in the tournament section. It's all in there. And the other tournament I have planned that I haven't picked a name for yet. I'm still thinking about it. The main concept for it, though, is it's gonna only have a very few participants, maybe 4, maybe 6, maybe 8 participants. And the unique part about it is that the scripters themselves will have to heavily participate in doing a proper civ and map draft for each match. So there's gonna be a map pool, and the scripters have to ban maps and pick maps. So that's gonna be a completely new level of meta game for that, as well as picking and banning civs. So that's definitely the one that I'm the most excited about. And I still need some feedback for you. In the thread on AIScripters, I had suggested 2 different draft formats for it. One more simplified one with only a map draft, and one more complex one. Esty, you already voted for the more complex one, but no one else has responded so far. So I'm still waiting for more replies there. But I can actually move on with that tournament if I get a bit more feedback. I'm actually pretty confident in just deciding on a format and opening up the sign-ups so that people can sign up, and then I could start that tournament in a couple of weeks if I wanted to.
Okay, nice.
So that might be what I end up doing. It's just I need a bit more feedback first. And I really hope Eidolon can participate. That's both of my tournaments. I need fucking Eidolon in there. So come on, and me for pull a finger out of your ass and release your fucking AI.
Yeah, because it looks to be promising, but we still have no idea how it plays, etc. So it's definitely tied to upload it in the AIScripters channel, website, I mean.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that the beam.
And Mifos definitely he's waiting too long with his release. Like most other scripters would have already released something, even if it wasn't finished yet, just to get more testing in and to get something out there. But he's really taking his time. He doesn't want to show his hand before his AI is perfect or whatever. I don't know. But it's been way too long, man. And Mifo, you really gotta release something.
Yep. Okay, well.
Oh, no. Forest Nothing will not be part of the map pool. I'm sorry, Wild Beast.
Well, I personally want to see some Forest Nothing games. Boref should stream few ones pretty soon, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. And I got
you also made an AI just for that, right?
Yes, I got Woody Woodpecker, which is participating, and Promi is still undefeated, which is stupid because Promi played pretty crap, Forest Nothing, but it managed to win. It's definitely stupid, but that's funny.
Come on, and what do you mean not enough motivation? Well, what better motivation could there be than participating in tournaments? I got 2 tournaments right now that I want you to participate in. You just gotta release your fucking AI so it can.
And thank you, Enmifo, for your comment. Woody Woodpecker took a name. That's right, man, that's right.
Oh, it's nothing, man. T90 would be proud.
Yes, and personally, I really want to see Blame Your Mate, one of your 2 tournaments to run. I think it can be really funny to see what can happen between 2 AIs.
It's probably gonna take like a few weeks before I run either tournament, and I still haven't decided which one. but I'm probably gonna be at the point where I'm gonna start one of them. And like I said, I don't know which one I'm gonna run first, but I'm gonna run one of them probably in a month or so. It's gonna start.
Okay, nice. Okay. And maybe next week, I will start a small challenge with only few.
Davis Cup 5.
No, no, something really, really, really smaller. It's related to the Mishi map because
Oh, Michi. Okay.
yeah, because at least AI sucks in Black Forest, for example.
Yeah,
So I think
definitely.
that Mishi map is something which can be considered as similar for AIs because games are more about the post-imperial fight. So it's all about the capacity of AIs to boom. And
I don't know how many AIs can actually play Michi. I think Promi and Barbie can play it, but other than that, Tribal can play it, right?
no,
Tribal? Was it Tribal or Pharaoh?
it's Pharaoh. Pharaoh
Pharaoh, okay.
and Subjugator can do it.
Okay.
And effectively, I tested Illuminati today in
Nah,
Mishi,
Illuminati doesn't
and
play it.
it goes for a flush and crush. So
Yeah.
let's say that it's definitely not prepared. So
No,
yes,
Illuminati doesn't play
I
Michi.
wanted to organize something with the AIs able to cut. So it would be between Zeroed, Barbarian, Subjugator, and actually Pharaoh. So
Off-road Michi. What the fuck is off-road Michi?
yeah, it's a small tournament about Mishi. It can be, I
Oh,
think
man.
it can be
Okay.
interesting because it can help to improve the Imperial Age time. It's exactly what Pharaoh needs, for
Hey,
example, and
hey, Promise 5TC boom can actually work there.
yeah, but I don't know. Yes, but Promi can't cut, so I just want to use
Okay.
AIs able to cut. And
But yeah,
actually,
Barbie and the Horde can Horde cut?
yes, it does.
Okay.
So we need an Illuminati able to cut and to
Maybe.
use.
I have bigger priorities.
Ok, et puis,
I
well,
mean, I can probably put in some checks for like that it's Michi map. I can probably check for that one.
yeah,
Do you check it just by the map type? Does it have to be defined in the RMS script?
yeah,
Michi?
it's a up Mishi map style, yeah,
Okay, I can just use that
and
one
you need
for boom.
yep, and you
Should
need
be an easy fix, but I'm not gonna release another Illuminati until I got all the other features finished, which I'm just in the middle of making. So I'm probably not gonna release anything next week. Problem.
Okay, but anyway, I think that it would be like one set of a best of three, something like that, each week. So it's just let's say for example Pharaoh against Subjugator, and the week later it could be Barbarian against Zero. So it's not made to be a quick tournament. It's just a challenge,
Something to
which
do
is
between
streamed.
tournaments. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. UP Michi style.
Okay, so I think it's time to stop the streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
We've had a long
that
talk.
Shizantos is around.
Yeah,
You need like 6 TC on Mishi, so Promi is underperforming. Okay. Actually, Subjugator is doing well on Mishi. I did test it. So, thank you guys for having watched the final. Barbarian once again wants it. We've got a lot of events which are coming with Aleph.
Yep, definitely stay tuned for my 2 tournaments. I
Yep.
think the next thing for me to decide is actually the name for the other tournament. The
Aha.
name is always picking the name is always the hardest one. So I'm
That's
gonna do some
right.
brainstorming and come up with the name for that one.
Oh, and did you see what I posted today in the AIScripters website?
Yeah, the trophies for tournaments.
Yep.
I saw that. I'm not sure if it's really that important, but it's definitely something you can put in your AI just as a bit of eye candy. That's for sure.
Well, I think that when the people are discovering AIScripters community, it's a way to make them interested in what's happening in the events, in the tournaments, etc. To see who is good in what, etc. So, and I like the idea to offer a mid-ale to Barbarian. So well, it's an idea. I'll see what I do with this. Actually, I've got one comment from Armelon only, so
Yeah.
I'm waiting for more comments.
Anyway, yeah, you guys have some tournaments to look forward to, and maybe I don't know. At some point, there's gonna be Davis Cup 5. The way I know you, that's always gonna be next Davis Cup.
Okay, thank you guys for having watched, and see you pretty soon.
Yeah, stay tuned and thanks for watching. See you next time.
Yeah, bye bye.